All right, how are you, Sigma?
Hi Zelda, I'm doing good. What about you?
Yeah, great, great. Life is great. Yeah. So I understood that you have just graduated, an enterprising young man going out for work already. So so far, all your past years, whether in college or during your internship with us, what have you learned or pick up in certain skills or insights or even knowledge that progress you, towards finding your job and progressing on from there?
Yeah, I'll give a brief about my internship period. So it was a great learning experience with you guys, with Mirormi, especially you working under your guidance and support. So I almost started this internship 16 months ago, and this was a very long period and a very enjoyable and learning period of mine. So in terms of hard and soft skills, I learned both the skills. In terms of soft skills, time management, multitasking, controlling emotions while trading, then patience was one of the most important things which we learned about. The next thing which came was discipline. So discipline in terms of everything, in terms of trading, managing your time, how do you convey your conversations and everything. So soft skills, in terms of soft skills, these were the parameters which helped me a lot in preparing my interview as well as in real life while I'm working right now. In terms of hard skills, see, the most important thing which I learned was trading. So, as you also know, I started trading on demo accounts. Then, under your guidance, using some helps of the coaches, you and the Mirormi colleagues helped me a lot to improve upon my trading skills, which affected the soft skill as also as I mentioned, patience, time management, multitasking, as I was student at that point of time. So managing college and internship was a very difficult task and a challenging task to do so. But with your support, your help, your understanding also, I managed that. So yeah, it was a very good, nice journey, uh, very learningful journey as per myself.
Mm, great to hear that, Sigma. So yes, I've given you guys a lot of space to grow, right? To accelerate yourself, right? From even good to great. Otherwise, it's just very textbook. Yeah, rather than a very
Yeah,
hands-on practical learning that can
correct.
really build up your soft skills. And yeah, I hope all these skills you can continue to apply and become sustainable if they are really good skills, right?
Correct.
So when you mentioned about trading, right, and then it prompts you to be more patient and disciplined, right? How does it mirror your day-to-day work or form new habits for you in, say, decision making, right? Or even handling obstacles, difficulties, or managing, your teammates, even yourself.
So yeah, a good question. So as I'm into sales and marketing field, so we need to meet customers, clients, everyone. So patience is one of the most important things. Uh, they give time upon their availability. We do not get time upon our availability. So patience is the most important thing which I've been taught to. And then discipline is what managing tasks. Decision making is a very important skill because you have to prioritize your work and take decision accordingly. So what is on the top, what is more prior, we should focus on that, and accordingly we should plan our day. And at the end of the day, we should do a review that what we did this day, and then prioritize our next day. Decision making and time management is one of the most important skill which I learned, and I'm continuing to grow that, learn more, and because as I'm into the industry right now, so learning day by day, everything, you do not stop learning. So learning those things is what I'm currently doing right now.
Sure, that is good. Yes, every day we are all learning and growing, right? In trading, there's this very key crucial element called risk management, right?
Yeah.
So, what have you gathered about risk management aspect?
So
Are you like more of a risk taker, or you are very conservative? Or when it comes to trading, what makes you wanting to take risk? or you find that not doing anything is also taking risk?
So, real life and trading life is completely two different things, which I experienced and according to me. So, taking risks in trading and taking risks is why we are separately both different. Because in trading, our real capital is involved. So, as you told, I am a bit on the conservative side and not taking too much risks. As everyone says, too much risk, too much profit, but I ignore that fact because you can anyway lose your capital anytime while taking more risk. So you should be conservative while doing trading. You should control your emotions is one of the most important things which I learned and you taught us. See, trading is like riding a bicycle. You must know a bicycle of a tire of a bicycle. At some point of time it is down and at some point of time it's up. So you should know when you are down, anytime you can come up. So you should be patient and just believe in yourself that one day if you are getting some losses, the next day you will get some profit. So you should be patient and do not greed that if you have occurred losses, do more trade to incur or cover those losses. So this was the most important thing which I learned in that.
Yes, that's a good analogy about riding a bicycle. So it's like, firstly, when you ride a bicycle, you also have your brake. So you have to know when you need to, step on the brake to hard so that you won't go into crash. Right? If it's not your desired circumstances that came in suddenly, you could have planned for it. Yes, everybody planned for it, but there is uncertainty that suddenly there's an animal, a cat, a dog that just rush through across you, and what's going to happen by avoiding the animal, you could deviated from your original direction. Like this is where I would believe that in terms of risk management, there is still uncertainties involved. So uncertainties involved that we will still need to build in and buffer that in the event of, like, you have to probably check whether your brake is even working well, right? Or when you move your this wheel and all that, how would you move on to? So if you eventually fell, to what extent is your injury, right? So and then also, are you riding on a road that is very dangerous by itself already? Are you against the traffic or you are going with the traffic, right? So risk management, I suppose, is not just during the trading itself, but yes, you prepare a journal to note it down, the direction, whether is it up or down that you are placing the trades. You know the strategies applied to it, but it is risk management comes in when during the point of time when your planned strategy, your direction, it is not in your favor. How would you react? Right? Whether to continue to go on, carry on, or change course of directions, and or affected some victims and casualties, and how do you handle that after which? So that is the part that I hope during your journey, learning to trade, that brings you to reflect how whether you apply this during the trading, decisions you make during trading, especially uncertainties. This is where you really grow your muscles of making that decision during the uncertain time when you did not plan for. Right? Because there are times when there are times where in trading you thought that in the past you have been winning, but do you have the guarantee that because in the past, say 1 month, you have been winning, you are the champion, it will continue for the next tomorrow, next week, next month, for the whole year?
Every day is a new day.
Yeah, correct, every day is a new beginning day. So we have to always be humble, right, when we do our planning. So did you also realize that trading builds up your intuition, or you need that clarity and that focus before you can get ready to sit in front of the charts and to go into the trading markets?
The intuition is one thing, that could help you to analyze your charts. But technical knowledge is the most important thing. The working of the charts, reading of the charts, analyzing of the charts, putting down the indicators and everything is the most important thing. Intuition is, I would agree with your point that could be a factor which could help you to put a trade upon or select a chart or a pair to trade upon. But the most important thing is the technical evaluation. Everything put in together, putting up your strategies, indicators, sense is the most important thing to trade upon a particular pair or select a pair to trade upon. So this is what I could convey or give from my experience. You are more experienced than me, so you could explain it in a better way.
Well, the thing is that, yes, how many percentage would you rely on the technical analysis? And based on,
So
how much percentage will you rely on that technical analysis, correct? And so far, has it served you well?
Good question. Most confusing question at a time. Technical analysis is almost 60%. You should, according to me, you should focus on technical analysis, and rest is, as you mentioned, intuition and the market views and everything. So yeah, this percentage I would like to dedicate for technical analysis.
Sure, that's good. So giving a percentage would give that weightage to how much percent, yes, the technical analysis aspect. But because when it comes to the psychology of winning, right, during the trading, 60%, but there is another 40% which it doesn't fall into your strategy, your planned perfection of how you analyze the market and derive the results you intended to. So if 40% is still falling back to your intuition, that is pretty much the psychology of winning, or giving that that stability, the clarity for you to make a decision. What if it is deviated from your original plan, right? Or placing that position.
Correct.
Am I right? So how would you then 40% to allocate to intuition is considered pretty high. It's almost half of the equations already. So most of the time, would you be more correct with intuition or technical analysis, a combination, or what do you think?
See, a combination of both I will go, because if you trade 5 days a week, you analyze the pattern that this would go up, this would go down. So you have a point in your mind that okay, from 3 days market is going down, so hope the next day also the market will go down. So this is an intuition part of that. But while doing the technical analysis, if you find out that the market is going down, go for that particular trade and go for a downside. But if there is a clash between both of them, then obviously I would refer, or I would ask my coaches that how should I go forward with this. So yeah, the combination of both is a very good probability of winning a particular trade.
Sure. Both you require to build the muscles, right, through the experience. So the more you look at, the more you are into trading, and if you were to tabulate your winnings, your losses, the profitability of it, then you will have a bigger picture of should you neglect the intuition part, or should you just focus on the technical part, right? Because just now earlier on we mentioned about the mirror aspect, meaning that what you learn in trading to hone your skills and your muscles in terms of, in fact, also the psychology. Because you see, if you're talking about the technical analysis, you're basing a lot of your intelligence, of your smartness, of the assumptions that you read, you have that strategies already. When you talk about the intuition part, it is the light that does not come too much from how you analyze the intelligence aspect, but very much is that straight away give you that hint, your inner self probably even the brightest light to tell you that, well, Sigma, you can still continue, you will reverse soon. Or, no, better cut. Because the market is big and you're not too sure whether, it will be against you, and you might as well cut, preserve the capital, and come back, another day, so that you still survived your capital rather than totally crashed. So that aspect is that you have to make that decision very fast, because trading could be very fast, right? Every second, the mini point, if you were to move, it can mean big dollars to you if it's a big capital amount. So your decision makes a very big difference, whether you're going to accumulate losses or you're going to go for the high profits. So intuition will also comes in to help, whether, does it help to better manage your fear or your greed? The aspects that is many traders downfall during making decisions, rather to wait, to hold on, you see. So that's what I thought, and that is for the intuition part. Now, if you are saying to relate back to work, since you're in sales and marketing, when you're preparing to meet up with your clients, your potential clients, you will have that preparation. That is very much the technical analysis part. You will analyze, right, your potential clients or your clients, and you can be very prepared to go to meet up. But uncertainties could, still comes upon, or during the discussion, you suddenly have a feeling that it doesn't seem to be going according to your plan or for your understanding of your client. So then, what should you be reacting? Yes.
Yeah, I face these kind of problems or these kind of hiccups while I prepare with the client. I went in, understand this whole business, understand the profile of the business, and while discussing with that particular client, it goes for a toss. These kind of situations happen very quickly. Yeah.
Correct. So then, that's why I say, so then, do you still insist to go back to follow through your plan? Because you are not getting results, and you'll find that the client may not be, wanting to participate in your planned, direction. So this is where, what should you do next? You see, so that in even that few seconds or minutes, you may need to change course. That is where probably unknowingly, subconsciously, is actually your intuition coming to tell you already. Because do you even have a plan B? Or if you still continue to stick to plan A, you will also be defeated. You don't achieve anything on that day. Am I right?
Very correct. Yeah, true.
Yes, correct. So going back to trading, what we learn, that's why I say building up the muscles that you can, in fact, be a mirror of your day-to-day, right? Your day-to-day work, your habits, for the unforeseen event, the circumstances that is like, no matter how you planned, of course, we never plan to fail, right? We only fail to plan, but we definitely still need to buffer in the unforeseen circumstances, and that is very much at that point in time. Your intuition, your other side would have to really come in to handle already. Yes? Yeah. Okay, that's good. I hope that. So, do you think that you want to continue to trade? Of course, in your available time now.
Very much. I'm looking forward, but right now I'm not putting the time to trade. But in future, I would definitely like to trade, because I want to make it as a hobby. You trade, you make it a hobby. It's kind of a passive income which you can earn. You can convert that passive income into an active income and into full-time income also. So yeah, trading is the important thing in every day. Everyone is learning trading. So I would request, I would even refer people to start learning trading, because it's very important to have a passive income, because anytime due to COVID, we can see many people lost their jobs, businesses were shut down. Everything was in a downside, but trading helped many people to recover their losses and everything. So yeah, you should have, as you told, you should always have a plan B. So plan B should always be there.
Sure. Trading could be the fastest to pick up as a side gig. right? That you started small, as you build up, gradually. It will only come in passive income unless it's you do copy trade. If it's active trading, it is not very passive. You will still, unless it's like you're doing a swing trade and then you're waiting. But nowadays, you can understand that sentiments in the market are no longer patience. They want fast, quick, right, in speed. So if it's going to be a swing trade, the risk management during that swing would be very much even have to be getting that very prudent state. Alright, so very much nowadays is a fast out. So you still need to set aside time for that. And to make that point, in fact, trading, try not to view it as only wanting to make money out of trading, right? Like I mentioned, if you can hone your intrinsic part, so after which, but using trading could be the fastest way. Of course, if you have a coach or mentor to guide you, why you go wrong, why
Sorry
you
to
should,
interrupt, Zelda.
yeah,
Only 8 minutes are left, so yeah, you could conclude it fast. 8 minutes are left.
okay.
Yeah.
We'll see whether, to have a part 2 later.
Okay.
So, so trading, this part is like it will further hone your intrinsic value, your intrinsic skill, right? Your insights into building up your muscles to such that, you can apply that moving on in life, in your job, in your aspiration, right? Not just focusing too much on wanting to make money, to win only in the trading market and only using trading, right? Because that may not serve you, because if it's the wrong objective and wrong goal, you may not be able to consistently make that money. But if it's going to help you hone your skills to give you that better habit, makes you an even better person in making decision, or to improve your intrinsic aspect of making decision, that would, if that is able to serve you in other aspect to help you to make money, then trading is not all about losses and just wanting to focus, using trading to make money. Right? That is also a passive value.
Correct.
May not be immediate passive income. Yes. Right. So Simar, what do you think you want to share with all those that's watching this video from your sharing? There's this one important thing that you learned and you would like to carry on that, as you progress your journey, your aspiration?
There is not only one learning. I learned a lot. See, first of all, as you gave me the platform to learn, and most important, the practical knowledge. So you should have a mentor and a company like you who should give a particular, for me, I was an intern, a particular student, to give that platform to learn and experience the real life. Second is the gaining of the hard skills and the soft skills, as I mentioned earlier in the interview. So these were the most important things, because while you step down into the industry and learn these things, you are too late for that. So you should have a knowledge prior before getting into the industry, full-time industry part. So, and the third thing which I learned is trading. So helped me to build myself as a better individual in terms of both helping into my passive income as well as a better individual of myself. So yeah, this is what I could relate with the internship experience. There were a lot of learning, but I could not tell you all. Maybe in the next part we could discuss more upon that. So right now I would like all the guys to find a company or a platform where you can learn, experience everything, and learn how to develop your skills.
Sure. Okay. Would you like to say anything to your teammates also before we end this?
Yeah, teammates. First of all, I would like to thank Zelda. She was a very, very, very nice and very good boss to be. She scolded also me when needed, because it was of my good betterment. She, as I mentioned, as I was managing school and internship both, she always supported me with the schoolwork and everything. Trading, as I mentioned, it was free of cost because Zelda helped me out with everything. So yeah, it helped me a lot in terms of monetary support also, because if I pursue any particular course, it would cost me a lot. So that was one thing which financially also she helped me out. Talking about the team and the coaches, they were very, very helpful, very talented, very intelligent to help me out in the trading journey. My colleagues, Amish, Ashi, and everyone, Swayam, everyone helped me out in supporting. So more or less, we were on the same page. So there was not a kind of a hierarchy. We were working on the same level, and everything was smooth. So yeah, thank you everyone, and hope they also learn and gain knowledge from everything.
That's great. That's great. I love the gratitude that the team have to each other, to support each other, to grow together, right? All right. I hope that our today's little interview, interesting discussion can really bless whoever is actually watching this video. And we'll catch up soon. Simar, all the best to your endeavor as well.
Thank you so much. Cheers.
Yep. Okay. Cheers.